Good day, everybody. My name is Omu Aran, and I welcome you to LMU Press TV. On today's edition of Press TV, we're going to be talking about the recently inculcated SDG, meaning Sustainable Development Goals, that was introduced by the United Nations Assembly in 2015. And the goal, or their goal, is to make sure that these goals are achieved by the year 2030. And I'm here with some amazing set of people, the coordinators of CSS Landmark University. CSS means Covenant Support Squad, and there are 17 goals, but we're going to be talking about only 2, which is SDG 1 and SDG 2, which are no poverty and zero hunger, respectively. Please introduce yourselves. Let's know a little bit more about you.
Okay, my name is Adele Ferami Israel. I'm the coordinator of the Covenant Support Squad.
My name is Waziri Favor, Assistant Coordinator, Covenant Support Squad.
Nice to meet you, Waziri and Israel.
Thank you.
What is CSS?
Okay, CSS is the Covenant Support Squad, formerly known as the Liberation Army. We are a non-governmental charity organization run by students of Landmark University, aimed at, our general aim is just community transformation and bringing people out of any form of darkness.
Do you have anything to add to what
it's an arm of the Landmark University chaplaincy, and another thing we do is we carry out the liberation mandates of the Living Faith Church.
Worldwide. Thank you so much. So Waziri, hope you don't mind I'm throwing the question to you.
And
I would like to know the subunits. It has come to my understanding that we have 8. So I would like to know the subunits under CSS.
Okay, so there's the physically challenged.
Okay.
The teams cater to their names are attached, be assigned according to the people they target, like their target audience. So we have physically challenged support team, we have the primary and secondary school support team, we have the hospital support team, harvester squad, remand home, that one is for juvenile delinquents. We have correctional center, we have orphanage support team, we have home of the aged.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all. Thank you so much. How has CSS been able to reach out to people? Israel.
Okay, CSS majorly has to do with reaching people outside of the university. There are a lot of things that happen within the 4 walls, and in as much as people have a lot of inputs there, it's very easily seen. We are targeting people that are outside the university walls. So we go out into the marketplaces, into places that are outskirts of the Landmark University walls, so that we can give them, like she said, different strata of society. We go to attend to them and basically to drive those 2 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
Okay, sorry, if I may ask, how do you get your funds?
Okay, generally generating fund comes by free will donations and certain offerings that are collected in the name of Covenant Support Squad. I think it happens designated Tuesdays and Thursdays, but then it's open to general everybody to give. Yeah.
Okay. So, if I may ask, what were your goals for this office that you have been privileged to work in?
Okay.
And how have you been able to achieve them? Who wants to go first?
Okay, let me start. The first goal is to, like she said, to carry out the liberation mandate. The visionary of our institution, Bishop David Oyedepo, has been given the mandate of liberating men from darkness. And knowing that that's what we're coined out from, we are trying to focus and make sure that we hit that target. So in as much as we can, we bring light from not just a spiritual platform, but also material needs as well. So that was the major aim going out when we started office.
I've seen that, yes, we have been able to push. If I may ask, in what way have you been able to achieve the no poverty and zero hunger in Landmark and the world at large?
I don't have to go on.
Okay, so I would say for zero poverty, aside from the outreaches we have outside school, we also run a welfare scheme, and we identify certain students that are in need, and to the best of our ability, we try to provide them with welfare items ranging from milk, Milo, Indomie, Gari. Sometimes we give out food, clothing items. So that's first of all addresses the zero hunger issue in Landmarks.
For no poverty, No, poverty has to do largely with skill acquisition.
Okay.
So poverty has to do with the fact that people are unable to fend for themselves. Maybe they don't have opportunity or they don't have the skill. So we provide both as well. We have a legacy project going on right now, which gives opportunity for students who are not able to sponsor themselves to school. We give them some form of scholarship. Then we also train people, our support teams like the remand home, the correctional center. We train these inmates so that they can have something that they can use to benefit themselves and become better people in society.
That's so beautiful. That's so amazing. Can you tell us some people in CSS, both past, present, I don't want to say future, that have, you know, done well for CSS? And can you just...
Okay, let me start with one. Personally, this has been the person that really groomed me in my stay in Landmark University, and that's the person of Oyebanji Dolapo.
Okay.
This man, even beyond the Covenant Support Squad, is something that was intrinsic in him. So even when he went outside, he has this organization, the Love Walks, and where they also do something basically similar to what we do. They conduct outreaches as well to also reach out to people achieving low poverty and even zero hunger.
I'm sorry, what's the name of the foundation?
Love Walks.
Love Walks. That's so beautiful. Do you have anybody for us?
Yeah, there's one, and as God will have it, she was also the assistant coordinator, and she served with Dolapo.
Okay.
So her name is George Nana Esther, and she came into Landmark as an international student from Ghana, and she started well in school, and the name of her foundation is called Life Changers. So right from school, she started sponsoring students in Omu Aran. She gave them school fees, books, and then even within like Landmark University, she gave out a form of welfare. And then now that she's out, she organizes outreaches. I know she has held a major one in Abuja, Ibadan, major places. I think she has also held one in Lagos.
That's so beautiful. People are are making waves, and that is amazing. So at a global level, what do you think about no poverty and zero hunger?
Okay, let me start particularly with no poverty. While it is true that we may not be able to absolutely 100% remove poverty from the world, it is something that can be reduced to the barest minimum by giving people, like I said, opportunities and skill. There are people who have one of the two. The people that seem to make it in life generally are those that have both. So we need people that are given opportunity and people who also are empowered with skill. And when these two combine, we can have a society where people have emerging or both skill and opportunity to produce something out of themselves and to make society a better place.
That's so good. Do you have anything to add?
Yes. So I like the fact that those two are the first because they take priority out of everything that is wrong with the society. Let me explain it this way. So poverty and hunger go hand in hand. If you're able to take out hunger from poverty, you have solved poverty by like 70%. Because almost everybody that is poor, the first thing they think of is what to eat. So if we're able to handle hunger and poverty, the society is going to be very much better. For instance, let's say the Boko Haram situation. So you wonder how people are so like willing to like bomb, like even suicide bombers. The reason is that they kind of saw an opportunity to give them money and food, solving the major issues of their life. So if we are able to handle poverty and handle hunger, a lot of things that we face, all the crises, the fighting, even kidnappings, everything would really reduce because people are no longer poor and are no longer hungry.
That's very true. I totally agree with what you said. Israel and Waziri, I would like to know, how can we as a family support CSS? How?
Okay,
how can we fund? How can we
know
more about CSS?
Okay, first of all, we need funding. We cannot do what we do without funding. Our scope is narrowed to as best as we can based on how much we have. So I think the account details will be displayed right now.
Great,
so that you can just give any free donation from your heart, just something that, because you know you can see that we're working, and so that it can help us do much more than we have in mind.
And if you're within the Landmark University community, you can check the office of the Covenant Support Squad. That's office number 7007 Multipurpose Hall.
Okay.
And then we have a box in front of the chapel. It's painted beautifully so you can see it. You can also drop your donations. And another way you can help us is firstly by joining a support team, because as much as we are there, we still need hands. We need people to do the work.
I agree.
And then you can, publicity is a key. So you can follow us on our social media, Instagram, CSS_LMU, Twitter.
I believe it
CSS,
will be displayed on this page.
yeah, it should be Twitter, CSS_LMU, and our Facebook is also CSS_LMU. So as much as we post content, help us to repost, to comment, to share, so that we can get the word out there that there is a group in Landmark University that is doing beautifully well. Yeah.
So let's end with our tagline, which is Covenant Support Squad,
Marching out to transform lives.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time. We have finally come to the end of this exclusive interview. I hope you had a good time, and please join in on the conversation. Follow us at LMU Press, and thank you so much. See you next time.